Speaking of talking to an attorney, there's a lot of jargon that goes around that may be confusing to someone who's not used to it. We talked about a term probate earlier. Can you go ahead and just describe in the simplest terms possible what that is, what that means?
Okay, well, say someone has made out a will and they have a will. And a lot of people think, well, it's in the will, that property just goes to me when they die. But if it's real estate will have to be probated unless you've deeded it to them, the deed.
And that's basically getting the court to recognize the last will and testament of someone who put it down on paper, said, I want to give this to that person, and I want this to happen upon my death. And basically a court recognizes that. So when you go through the probate process, you're filing documents with the court along with a will, if you have a will, for the court to acknowledge that this person's last will and testament, his wishes are X, Y, and Z, and as long as the boxes are checked, there's nothing fraudulent going on, because we see that, you do see that sometimes, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
The court will then issue orders that have the authority and the power to basically say, all right, we agree with what this individual said, he did it the right way, and the person who's receiving whatever, it's now yours, right?
Correct, and they don't necessarily have to have a will. I mean, you know, you can be probating someone that didn't have a will.
So a lot of people, there are people, and an overwhelming majority, I'm sure, who pass away without a will. And if they do, they fall in the intestate rules in the state of Florida. And so basically what that means is the state of Florida is going to dictate who gets your assets upon your death versus you preparing a will telling the state of Florida who gets your assets upon the time of death, right?
Correct.
Is that, I mean, that's very elementary.
But that's it, and a lot of people think, well, you have to have a will. No, you don't. I mean, you can still probate real estate or other assets that you don't have beneficiaries on, and with intestate, and he's correct. I mean, that's the beauty of a will. You're the one that gets to say who you want your estate to go to, but the state of Florida is happy to be the one to decide for you.